Oh, hello, everybody. I'm Xsychic. Technically, I'm Sick-kick today because I'm a little sick. But you know what? I scheduled the stream, so we're gonna do this stream. Why is there no text box for chat? Where did that go? Why is it not? Okay, I don't know. There, I don't know. Anyway, hello everybody. Hello Scraps. Hello Shizu. Hello Joel Fleming. Cellular's also in chat. And hello Fred Boy. Today we are going to be reading The Week Before, and I'm very excited about this. Why is there no... Okay, seriously, what's going on with the chat box? Why is it not popping up? It's so weird. Anyway, I'm just gonna jump over here, honestly. We're gonna hop over here. So, I have it pulled up. Stop being sick then? I really should.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, so if we have the week before, so what happened to the week after?
Well, the week after is FNaF 1.
Yeah, well, like, what about the week after FNaF 1? Because this is the week before FNaF 1. Like, what happened the week after?
It burned down, probably. Knowing FNaF, it burned down. I mean, yeah. Like, I'm not wrong.
So maybe MadPat was right in the alternate timeline.
MadPat was right? Duh. I'm gonna see if I can quickly figure out what's going on with the chat box. Cause it's not working. There. Oh wait, there we go. We got it working. Okay. So, other people may be joining, FNaFy and Sega. Inky, sadly, is unable to join, even though he said he might be able to, but it ends up not. So I'll have to change the thumbnail later, which is a little upsetting spaghetti. But we're going to get started right away. So,
right.
The week before. Also, if you look down here, I don't know how well you guys can see it on stream, but it says 1 out of 3,035. So, yeah.
You can see it on stream.
Put Ozone...
So, yes.
In 1 year and wait, is Ozone also streaming this right now?
Wait,
I don't see him.
I didn't say no. No. I think Scrap said what if.
Oh.
Or like what do if. Yeah.
Alright, so the week before interactive novel. Let's go. Okay, especially the DJ Sturf again. Okay. Looks like we got 6 nights to get through. We could do it. Intro. You are Ralph and working security at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza is your dream job. At least that's what they told them in the interview. You've been there so long, the relentlessly cheerful animatronics characters feel like old friends. You love how their antics bring... What is that word? Saccharine smiles to kids. Saccharine, that term... Excessive, sweet, or sentimental. Okay. Saccharine smile to kids' faces. This place creates happy family memories, and you help make that possible. But all good things must come to an end. It's time to move on when you still can. This is your last week. You've always worked the day shift, but after a sudden staff vacancy and temporary closure, management has asked you to take the night shift for a change. Letting them down is never an option. Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy are Fazbear Entertainment's biggest assets. Your duty is to protect them and the restaurant's reputation. Your contract calls it a matter of life and death. Okay. You've heard of rumors that the animatronics get somewhat lively. Or is it quirky? Is it quirky? After hours. But no one is better equipped to handle them than you. 22-time Employee of the Month. Gee, okay, so we're like popular here. Hey Nixie, welcome to the chat. As Night Watchman, you face many choices that lead to various outcomes. If you ever find an item that may help you do your job, write it down for later. Now it's time for your first big decision. If you want to play on easy difficulty, add a paperclip, screwdriver, and flashlight to your inventory. If you want to play on normal difficulty, start with only your wits tab. Okay, we're starting with only our wits, right? We're starting with our wits. We're not cowards.
Hold on, I need to write this stuff down.
Oh yeah. So Soul's gonna be taking care of keeping track of everything. I'm gonna be taking care of most of the reading until the others get here.
I can voice a few characters until that.
Okay.
If you want. Also, yeah, Scrap setting said like Ozone's gonna stream in like an hour or something.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll stop by Ozone stream and and say hi to him. But okay,
Yeah.
let's start with rolling our wits. Night 1, 12 a.m. The security office at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza is practically a second home. You spent so much of your time here over your career, probably too much time cooped up in this glorified closet, staring at buzzing, flickering monitors until your eyes dry out. But everyone's got to make a living, and you have an 11-year-old daughter, Capiella, to provide for?
Wait, what?
Apparently we have a daughter... Capelia. I've never heard that name before. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, same.
You often feel like the only thing you're good at is protecting others, even at your own expense. The office is always dark since there aren't any windows, but somehow at night it still manages to give you the creeps. You're probably just spooked because you're all alone in the restaurant, aside from Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. Animatronics aren't fantastic conventionalists, but boy, they can sing and dance. Of course...
Conversationalists.
Also, by the way, guys, if you're new here, I suck at reading, and I'm also sick, so please bear with me.
I think you should put like a pinned comment in the chat. Say that you suck at reading, maybe, I don't know.
Freddy Faz, bear with me. Anyway. Of course they've been known to do other things. Rumors have become strangely aggressive lately, but surely those glitches were ironed out and they wouldn't have reopened the place. Not that customers haven't exactly been flocking back just yet. After the restaurant closes and everyone's gone, the animatronics enter the roaming mode and walk around to prevent their servos from locking up. You can hear heavy footsteps echoing out there. Clomp, clomp, clomp. If the animatronics encounter you at the restaurant at night, they should ignore you, but your safest bet is to stay in the office until 6 a.m. when they return to the stage and enter sleep mode and recharge. Then you can go home. Management cares about their employees, and it's time-consuming and expensive to hire and train new ones, not to mention the occasional legal fees and hassle of covering up accidents. So they installed and reinforced doors on either side of the office. It's in the unlikely event that an animatronic visits you here, you can open and shut the east and west doors by pressing the big red button in the doorways. The light switches below them illuminate the east and west hallways outside your office, so you can see whether anything is out there. Yep, this is just the basic FNaF 1 stuff. So it's pretty what's the word? Faithful to the games. Surviving in the night probably seems like a low bar for a job, but this is just about collecting a check. You may have to venture out from the office from time to time. The animatronics are clumsy, mindless, and naturally if they break something out there, you have to go fix and clean up the mess right away. So the restaurant is ready to open, just in case any customers show up. Think of the children! Of course, your number one concern is making sure that nothing happens to Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica. Oh, and don't forget Foxy. Do not forget about Foxy.
I mean, Into the Pit did. So I mean...
Yeah, true. Okay. There are 3 security monitors on the desk, but 2 of them are always...
Sega.
Oh, hey, Sega.
Hi.
We're just at the intro, where they're basically explaining FNaF 1 to us. Let me move you over.
Yippee.
Oh boy, Sega just woke up.
Yeah, I was gonna ask how you're doing. I think I can tell.
Dying a little bit.
Alright. There are 3 security monitors on the desk, but 2 of them are always on the fritz. Fritz? Fritz Smith? Replace them would let you see more, but you guess management spent the money on the doors instead. You use the control panels in front of you to switch from the one working display to feeds from various cameras around the restaurants. You check the stage first. Your heart pounds when you see Bonnie and Chica are gone. So that's how you heard walking around the restaurant. Freddy's just hanging up there on his own. The brown bear is as dapper as always in his black top hat and bow tie. You're glad they restored the vintage animatronics with the classic look. Freddy doesn't water much, and as if he's above all just because he's the star of the show. Or maybe he's saving the energy for something. I'm the star of the show.
Damn, didn't know he would chill like that.
I'm the star of the show, you tell yourself. You switch over to Pirate Cove's camera. Foxy is shy. The curtains are drawn, so he still must be back there. Before you locate Bonnie and Chica, you discover a situation that demands immediate attention. The lights in the men's restroom are out. You must replace the light bulbs before your shift ends, and it's better to do that sooner than later. Okay.
God, imagine if we had, if in FNaF 1 we had to do stuff like this.
We had to, leave the office. It would be crazy. Okay. We can inspect the desk, exit through either of the doors, or we can check the cameras.
Wait, so should I write down what decisions we make, or collect?
If you want. I'm thinking first thing we gotta do is probably inspect the desk. We might find like a flashlight or a tool or anything.
Or a fast coin.
Or a fast coin, yeah. You never know. So I'm gonna say we inspect the desk first. And also that shouldn't like I expect this to be kinda like a loop or like a kind of VIP where you looked at something and then you got the other three options. So
yeah, it says if you check the cameras again, maybe maybe that's fine.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna say inspect the desk. Okay. The new day shift security guard left quite a mess. Crunched up food wrappers, empty soda cups everywhere. You know it can be hard to stay awake while watching cameras for 6 hours, but there's an unspoken rule in the office. Keep it clean for the next person. You're going to have to leave a passive-aggressive note before you finish tonight. They'll never make Employee of the Month with attitude like that. Just because we don't often meet our fellow employees doesn't mean we aren't a part of the same friendly Fazzer family. TM.
Trademark.
It's important to have some pride and consideration. This is one of the reasons you agreed to record the training videos. Oh! And new hires and leave phone messages as part of orientation to help you feel a connection to the other guards. That's definitely phone guy. That's definitely phone guy.
Like, wasn't this confirmed like a while back?
Well, yeah, but like,
Yeah.
it was assumed, but that's like full confirmation.
I mean, it was deep. So.
You hope hearing a calm voice help them keep a level head when things get tense. It's nice to know that even after you leave this job, party will always remain here. You yank open the top metal drawer and yep, more trash. You pluck up the small crumpled balls of paper and soda cups and spot something small and shiny at the bottom of the desk, a paperclip. Those always come in handy. You slip it in your pocket and finish tidying up the office. All those soda cups remind you about the restrooms and the broken lights you have to take care of. Add paperclip to your inventory and turn back. Okay. So we got a paperclip.
Alright.
Don't know how that'll help us, but it's good to have. Alright. Now we can... And also, yes, it was a loop. So we can exit through either door. I assume that one of the animatronics is out there, either left or right. So we could gamble with 50-50, or we could check the cameras again. And,
you know I love to gamble.
Oh my gosh, Psycho, no, we can't.
You know, I'm feeling lucky,
okay.
guys.
Okay.
Let's go.
Do we...
You know, the first night is never usually that bad in any of the other nights. So I say we go right.
You go right. Okay, you know what? You know what, Psycho? This is your fault, whatever happens. The restrooms are located on the east side of the restaurant, so you head through the door on your right. You glance at the rules and safety posters as you exit the security office. You don't know why they're posted in this corner, where kids shouldn't be anyway. The rules certainly don't apply to you. Especially number 8, leave before dark. You laugh nervously. The hallway is decorated with cheerful stars and checkerboard stripes matching its floor tiles, but the dim light from the lone fixture overhead makes the fading door seem almost sinister, especially in the vintage character posters for Chica, Freddy, and Bonnie. What was that? You thought you heard something, but it was far off, a clinking sound. Maybe from the kitchen? This kind of sound a 6-foot-tall animatronic chicken might make if it knocked a metal pot off a counter. You pause and strain your ears to listen, but you hear nothing more. You reach the dining area, an overhead light illuminates 6 long tables already prepped for a party with confetti tablecloth and a party hats lined up. You start to make your way towards the restrooms, but you freeze at the sound of slow, heavy footsteps. Okay. Hide under a table.
You don't hear the horror, so it's definitely not Freddy.
It's probably Bonnie. Hide under a table, hurry towards bathroom, and knock over a table as a distraction.
Well, if it is Bonnie, he doesn't go to the bathroom, so...
He doesn't go to the kitchen either. I think that's Chica.
Well, no, we're in the dining area. Like, we heard something from the kitchen, but we're currently in the dining area.
Oh, okay.
I say we either hide or hurry. I don't think... like, if we knock over a table, that's just making more work for us later. And we're gonna have to fix it.
You know,
if I was phone guy, I wouldn't
kind
even
of
be
get
there.
like all death ending, but
wait, what?
I want to get like all deaths, but like also.
Let's at least try to play this legit. Let's play this as if we're like actually trying to survive. Like, let's actually try to be smart here. I'm gonna say we hurry towards the bathroom. Actually,
I think.
Actually,
well, you're probably not going to know that Bonnie doesn't ever go to the bathroom, so...
Actually, wait, hold on. There could be a problem here, right? Yeah, like, if it's Bonnie, right? Yeah, so we know from, like, Into the Pit, like, he usually, like, goes under the table, right? So he could check if it's Bonnie. So, do we want to do that?
But is that the same thing as this, though?
I don't know. I'm just thinking.
Because Into the Pit is
We've
completely
discussed
different.
it too long. I'm gonna say we hurried to the bathroom. No!
No.
Oh,
You like be out in the open here?
Wait, how do we
if
die?
if you can make it to the restroom, you can try to block the door, keep the animatronics out while you replace the light bulb. You run to the restroom, the rubber soles of your shoes squeaking on the red and blue vinyl tiles. Remember, the animatronics are surprisingly fast when they want to be. You only make it halfway across the dining table before a powerful yellow arm grabs you from behind. Your blood-curdling screams drown out the whir of animatronic servos cracking your bones. Game over. Ah!
It was Chica.
It was Chica. Okay, my defense.
The noise came from the kitchen, so it had to be Chica.
Let's just do it. Let's pretend that we inspect the desk.
let's go back.
Yeah, let's. Okay.
Yeah.
So hide under a table. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay, wait. You scramble on the table and lie on your stomach, peering out underneath the tablecloth. You hear vibrations of footsteps as well as hear them. They plod towards the dining area. The animatronic would be moving faster if it knew your location. If you make a break for it and stay low behind tables, you might be able to reach the restroom without being spotted, or you can cower here silently and hope whoever it is moves on soon.
Wait, if you have the bonus item?
I don't think we have the bonus item.
I don't know what a bonus item is.
Yeah.
A paperclip?
We should wait until later until we know for sure if that's a bonus item.
Okay, I'm gonna say we keep waiting because last time we didn't end well. Okay, they say discretion is better part of valor, so you keep hiding and waiting. Definitely not because you're too scared to budge. Footsteps ceasing. What if the animatronic is waiting for you? You clamp a hand over your mouth and count the dried, pale wads of gum stuck beneath the table. 7. Gross. Gross. After several minutes, which seems more like an hour, you're pretty sure the coast is clear. From your vantage point on the floor, you don't see any oversized animal feet in your immediate vicinity. It's time to make your move. If you head straight for the restroom, tap the chair. If you check the tabletop first, we should probably check the tabletop first.
They're probably gone.
Yeah, but I think you should still check.
Yeah, we're gonna check just in case. You crawl out from under the table and pull yourself up. Your legs are a bit shaky. There isn't a lawn table, but the flimsy white vinyl tablecloth is decorated with colorful confetti. It's disposable, so after a party, the staff can just scoop up all the plates, food scraps, and other detritus and toss it into the garbage bag. It's wasteful, but faster and cheaper than having to launder dozens of fabric tablecloths post children's birthday parties every single day. 5 pointed party hats with different colored stripes are lined up in the middle table. Something shiny catches your eye, a foil gum wrapper. You sigh and slip it in your pocket to discard later. People just leave their trash wherever they feel like it. This wouldn't happen back in the old days when working at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza was a badge of honor. The franchise had truly fallen on hard times thanks to those pernicious rumors about missing kids and the lingering bad press from the bite of 87. Was that the bite of 87? If only the victim could tell what he did to provoke that attack. But he doesn't talk anymore, or do much else, so the press completely blew the incident out of proportion, and the place hasn't been the same since. That makes it a little easier for you to be moving on, but you're going to be a model employee right at the end. Add gum wrapper to your inventory. Okay, so we got an extra item.
So that Jeremy theory in the for Help 1 and 2 is just gone, I guess. It doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we just debunked something.
You step into the men's restroom and shut the door. The antiseptic scent of bleach and still pervades the air, which is far from the worst thing you've whiffed in there. You try to look around, but it's too dark with both lights out. That's why you're here. What are the odds that 2 bulbs would burn at the same time? Maybe there's some kind of power surge. After all, the wiring in the building is ancient. That's probably why the cameras always glitch and the monitors in security office keep overloading. That maybe explains some of the strange behavior exhibited by the animatronic, unless... You shake your head. You're in the dark when it comes to that stuff. In this case, literally, just focus on your job, you think. Focus on getting home to Capella. Everything else is way above your pay grade.
Oh yes, my beloved Copiella.
That's his daughter's name, apparently.
It's not a Copiella, it's Copelia.
Copelia. I'm sorry, I've never heard that name before.
Yeah.
It's like a...
Well, there's also another name I don't know if it got revealed while I was gone, but there's another name that's possibly going to be revealed in this book.
Alright, we can replace the first light bulb, listen at the door, or inspect the sink. What do we? Okay, we shut the door. I'm thinking.
Inspect the sink.
Yeah,
If you find something.
Yeah, I think inspect the sink. Plink, plink, plink. That dripping faucet is so annoying. You can't concentrate on anything else. You turn to your right and feel for the sinks as you edge along the wall. When you reach them, you tighten the hot and cold water taps until the drip stops. The sink is filled with water, but it appears something's clogging the drain. You probe out and feel something soft and slimy. You pry it loose and squish it in your fingers. It's slightly sticky. You raise your nose and sniff it tentatively. Chewed gum. Ew. With the obstruction removed, the water drains the sink, gurgling down the pipes. Add chewed gum to your inventory and turn back. Okay. I say we listen at the door, because here's my thought process. If we listen at the door and we hear that there's something out there, we'll barricade it and thus be safe. That's my thought process. So, okay, maybe the darkness is making you paranoid.
What did we just add to the
inventory? Chewed gum. So we have a paper clip, a gum wrapper, and chewed gum.
Okay.
Maybe the darkness is making you paranoid, but you press your ear against the door and listen. If an animatronic follows you the rest of it won't be great for you, and there's only one way out. At least I'm the best place for a person to lose control of their bladder. You chuckle and wince as the sound echoes around you. This restaurant sounds quiet, which oddly makes you feel even more nervous. The darkness seems to be pressing in on you, making it hard to breathe, even hard to think. Your mind is running wild without any sensory inputs. All you want to do is replace the light bulb and get back to your office as quickly and safely as possible. Okay, so that was nothing. So let's replace the first light bulb.
Gotta do our job.
How many night watchmen does it take to change a light bulb? None. They refuse to do it because if they chase away the night, they're out of a job. You smile to yourself as you take a detour to retrieve a step stool and a new bulb from the maintenance closet. You have to make up jokes in your head while you're working. You can't wait to get home and inflict your latest creations on Cobelia. She'll groan loudly and affectionately say, "Bad joke, Dad." You're reminded that telling dad jokes is a mandatory requirement of all fathers, and you'll never shirk on your duty. The boring real answer to the question, of course, is 1. You finish twisting the new bulb inside the socket and say, "Let there be light," as it flickers on, casting the bathroom in its warm glow. You blink as your eyes adjust from the darkness.
Hold my hand.
The white porcelain urinals and sink are glistening. This is the cleanest bathroom will be all day. This is the cleanest the bathroom will be all day. Once the restaurant opens and kids are unleashed to eat and play, this will quickly become one of the most disgusting rooms in the facility. 1 night down, 1 to go. Alright, I say we, I'm just curious, if we inspect the sink, if it's different now that there's light. I'm just curious. Uh-oh!
Uh-oh, oopsie.
One of those things says, lower than the others, make it easier for the kids to reach the faucet. Oh no. One of the urinals is at child's height. It's a thoughtful, detailed place designed for children and families. Heavy feet are running in the dining area. The sound rapidly gets louder. You barely have time to process what's happening when the door bursts open. You see glowing white eyes. The sulfur eyes, and in the dim light recognize the tall, lean soul and Foxy the pirate. His wicked sharp teeth and the metal hook on the right of his arm glit in the dark bathroom. Seeing Foxy close usually sends a thrill through you. You used to stop in to see him every day at the end of your shift, but until they closed the distraction and warned everyone to stay out of Pirate's Cove. The tattered animatronic rushed towards you in an eye blink. Your combined screams reverberate deafeningly in the bathroom. Your final thoughts before the darkness is permanent is, "But you were my favorite!" Dang.
So we have one guy whose favorite was Bonnie. Now we got Foxy.
Let's get back to where we were.
Also, I guess Foxy just had to take a dookie.
Wait, should I strike off all the items that we had already?
No, we'll just get back to that. We'll just get back to that point. We'll continue from there.
Alright.
Yeah, let's just replace the first one. Okay. So I think man, this one's already a lot more difficult than VIP. I didn't die once in VIP, I think. I like this. Alright.
Wait, so what did we choose?
Use the game logic to
yeah.
You know.
We need to be smarter, which is a big ask for us.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I don't what is that word, psychic?
I can't remember.
Let's listen at the door again. I think that's the right thing to do. Okay. Your caution pays off. You hear footsteps outside moving much more closely than Bonnie or Chica normally do, getting louder by the second. While you've been in the restroom, you haven't been keeping an eye on Pirate's Cove. Foxy must have left his attraction. You hope he didn't hear you working in here, but he does have big ears. They're among a few parts of that still function on the tattered old animatronic. Yeah, he's on his way to the restroom right now. You don't have much time before he gets you. Barricade the door or hide in a stall. Okay, let's think about this one. See,
if you
this is tough. This is a tough one.
because like in FNaF one, like yeah, like Foxy bangs on the door. So if you barricade it, like is that gonna like I think we barricade the door, I guess. Like if we go by FNaF one logic.
All right.
Well, again, we already know that kind of doesn't fully work because Foxy goes into the bathroom.
Hi, Potato. Welcome to the stream. Also, hey, Rocket Gaming. Welcome to you too. All right. While I want to say hide in the stall, we're gonna try going off FNaF 1 logic, like Solar said.
Never mind.
Look at where it gets us.
Never mind.
Yeah.
You can't lock the door because kids always find a way to get
logic.
themselves trapped inside the restrooms. You have to look around and shove something in. The trash can does look heavy enough, but you're out of time. Foxy's outside. Door moves inwards, and you lean back your back against it, pushing it closed with all your might, as if your life depends on it. Which it does. The light bulb you just changed starts flickering as Foxy's metal hook bangs and scrapes inside the door. Each impact sends a jolt through your body, vibrating in your bones. You hope Foxy will go away, but he just keeps pounding on the door and screeching. Sweat pours down your face, and you feel your feet slide on the slick tiles. You're losing your grip in the bathroom door and on reality. The door opens just enough to let him get his metal hook aside. The pointy tip is an inch away from your right eye. All you have to do is hold the door until 6 a.m. Unfortunately, you can't even hold it for 6 seconds. Game over.
So here's the thing. With FNaF 1 logic, there's metal doors that blocks Foxy.
Yeah.
And with this, you're just like using your body to block the door. And also, once again, knowing that Foxy goes into the bathroom, that tells us that we aren't like in.
Yeah.
We can't fully.
Yeah.
We might use some FNaF logic, but we got to be careful of like how we use it.
But hey! Remember, I said I wanted to hide in the stall. So technically, I was right. Technically.
But you also were wrong because you didn't trust your gut.
Anyway, hiding in a stall. Hide. You have to hide. You can't fit in the maintenance closet. It's too small and crammed full of mops and buckets and cleaning supplies. Your only option is to duck into one of the stalls and stand on the toilet, like you did in elementary school when you needed to get away from the mean kids. Now that you think about it, maybe that's one of the reasons you became a security guard, so you could help those who can't help themselves. Of course, you imagine that you would be armed in order to protect and serve, but any kind of weapons aren't allowed at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Nothing kills a kid's party more than seeing someone with a taser hanging out in the corner, even if he's a good guy. Yeah, well, nothing kills a kid's party more than a serial killer. Just saying. If you dash inside the first bathroom stall, but find that it's locked from the inside.
What serial killer? Don't know anything about that.
It's a simple side bolt latch. You might be able to get it open if you had enough something thin to fit between doors and jab. Oh, we have the paperclip.
Do we want to use it?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think we should lose a paperclip if we just use it. Also, yeah, we're gonna try that. You check your pockets for the paperclip you found earlier. Got it. You straighten out the wire and then bend one end of it at a right angle. Foxy isn't the only one with a hook now. You insert your new makeshift tool between the door and frame and fiddle around. It only takes you a second to catch the knob of the bolt and slide the lock open. The door swings out towards you. You slip into the stall and pull the door closed. You won't believe this. The door won't stay shut. The side bolt is jammed now. Oops, you can't lock the door now. What rotten luck. Foxy's footsteps stop right outside the restroom. What now?
Well, honestly, our chewed gum could be. Our chewed gum will help us.
Yeah, we're gonna stick the door shut. That's totally the right choice. Wait, did that actually work? You pulled the wad of chewed gum out of your pocket and picked the lint off it. It's still soft and slightly sticky. You wedge it in the door lock and the door stays closed. You sigh with relief and crouch on the toilet, tucking your feet under and out of view. The restroom door creaks open and bumps against the wall. Someone is there waiting in the doorway. Waiting. Watching. Waiting. Somehow you manage to remain perfectly still, and eventually whoever it is leaves. If you open the door and look outside... Okay, no, we gotta peek under the stall first. We gotta be smart. Hello, James Goosebumps. Welcome to the stream. Alright. Okay. We're peeking under the stall. You lower yourself gently to the floor of the stall, freezing anytime you might make the slightest sound and waiting a moment before you continue. Soon you're lying on your belly, grateful that the restroom has been so thoroughly cleaned. You peer out from under the door. No sign of metal legs and feet of Foxy's exposed endoskeleton. From here, you catch a glimpse of Silver in the restroom hallway and beyond that dining area. All is quiet. You lie there for a few minutes to make sure you're alone and to settle down and catch your breath. That was too close. You're getting nervous being outside the security office, which is cameras and door locks to make you feel, well, more secure. But before you can head back, you need to finish your job for the night. You stare up at the second broken light bulb. You're the only thing standing between me and home tonight, you say. So I'm talking to an inanimate object now, and myself. That's awesome. You've been through a lot already. You're tempted to leave now, but knowing that someone on the day shift will have to replace the bulb and fix the bathroom door if you don't. Knowing. But like you said, once you training videos to the restaurant, you can't spell team without M and E. After the bite of 87, you heard one of the staff twist that around to say you can't spell team without M E A T.
The bite?
Oh yeah,
Is
the
that
bite
of 87?
There it is. You don't appreciate that much. People deal with tragedy and loss their own way, but sometimes with humor. But hey, at least it shows that they were listening during orientation. All right. We can look inside the second bathroom stall, or we can replace the second light bulb. I say we gotta take any opportunity we can and see anything we can, you know, because like if we mess up, if like we looked around and we got 2 items that saved our butts recently, so it's probably for the best if we do what we can, you know. So let's look inside. The close call with Foxy has you on edge, jumping at shadows and constantly glancing over your shoulder. You're pretty sure the second bathroom stall is empty, so why do you hear a hoarse, garbled whisper coming from inside? You can't make out the words, but it sounds like someone's reciting a poetry song, or a song, or children's rhyme? Maybe it's that jingle from the TV commercial. Something about stains, something about remains. It's probably an ad for laundry detergent, but where is it coming from? You pull the door towards you slowly. Empty. Or not quite. A ballpoint pen is lying on the floor at the base of the toilet. You don't know how the cleaning crew missed that, but you're definitely going to shove it in their face. You step inside the stall and retrieve the pen. The door of the stall bumps close behind you. Your pulse quickens as you imagine yourself being trapped in here, but you force yourself to turn around calmly. That's when you see the words written on the inside of the door in angry scribbles of ink. It's me! Oh! Weird.
Interesting.
You'll have to leave a note for the crew to scrub that off first thing in the morning. You'll be sure to suggest to management they add no vandalism to the list of rules. You exit the stall and replace this. Okay, so we got a ballpoint pen. Okay, so I don't know if we lost the paperclip and gum. So maybe just put.
I think we did.
Maybe put like a little question mark around them because it didn't say you lose it, but we did use them. So.
In the VIP, would it ever like say that we will like?
I think it did say like remove
not
this from
having
your inventory.
Yeah,
Okay.
you need to like keep a track of like what you were getting. So yeah, when you use it, I think.
So I just like put a question mark on it for now, I guess.
Okay.
Golden Freddy. You replace the second light bulb even faster than the first. The later it gets, the more dangerous it is to be outside the security office. I just knocked my water bottle over. Thank goodness it was closed. That would have been a huge mess. You haven't been watching the cameras. You have to assume all the animatronics are walking around by now. With the bathroom once again bright and cheerful, you head back to safety. But getting there will be very unsafe. You return the step stool to the maintenance closet and dispose of the old burned out bulbs in the trash. You glimpse your own reflection in the wide mirror. You look terrible. The light reveals deep shadows under your eyes. Transitioning from the day to night shift is already starting to fatigue you, making you question what's real and what isn't. At least it's only you for a week, then you can rest as much as you want before diving back into your job search. Unless you die. But positions is opening for security guard at your daughter's school, and you really hope you get it, but middle schoolers can be just as difficult to handle as animatronics. In some ways, Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy are just big, terrifying kids. I get it. Get it. Do you guys get it? Do you guys get it? Because they're possessed by children.
Kids.
Because they're kids. You guys get it?
Because they're minors.
Minors? Oh no. Anyway,
We gotta go.
you hope you'll run into them on your way back to the office. Better hurry. Your shift's almost over. If you leave the rest right away, listen at the door. We can listen at the door. It's better to be safe than sorry.
Nah, we'll be fine.
You're itching to get moving, but you press your ear to the bathroom door. It sounds really quiet out there. You grab the handle and about to open the door when you glance down. Faint light from the dining area seeps under the door. It's interrupted by two shadows. Could be feet, you think. Really big feet. What are this? Sega's thoughts? The moment stretches out for a long time. Your knuckles are white. You're gripping the door handle so tightly. Then the shadows are gone and you hear footsteps moving away. You've been breathing shallowly this whole time. Worried you'd be heard. So you take in a deep breath. It's now or never. You sneak back in the security office without encountering any more animatronics. By the time you get there, it's 5:45 a.m. Jeez, that was a quick night. Your shift is almost over. You check your cameras. To your relief, Bonnie, Chica, and Freddy are all present on stage, and the curtain is drawn at Pirate's Cove. Previous night's watchmen have returned the animatronics behaving strangely, but like everyone else, you dismiss their wild stories. Sometimes people fall asleep staring at the camera feeds, and they imagine things, bolstered on by the old rumors and stories. The mind can be a really funny thing, making it hard to distinguish hallucinations from reality. Now you feel bad for not believing them, and you know that if you tell the others what happened tonight, they won't believe you either. Perhaps they'd even discourage you from talking about what you've seen. You would never do anything to harm Freddy Fazbear Pizza, but you put too much time in it and put so much of yourself into your job that you're practically a part of it yourself. You never pictured yourself leaving, but it seems like the best time to go, especially considering everything that happened tonight. Just 4 more shifts left. You can do this. Tidy up.
You can do it.
Or if we have a bonus item. We don't have the bonus item. Let's tidy up for the end of our shift. We might find something. You start putting the security office back together the way it should be for the next shift. You toss all the garbage from the desk into the trash can. The size of those food wrappers and soda cups set your stomach growling. You haven't eaten in the last 6 hours. You clear out junk from the yellow lockers in the back of the room as well, including a year-old packet of toaster pastries that you choked down anyway because you're that hungry. Yum.
Oh.
Ugh.
Yummers.
Ugh. It's so gross.
Yummers.
You return to your desk 5 minutes ago. You check through the cameras. The animatronics are still where they belong. Already, the events of the night are starting to seem like a bad dream. Your attention falls on the posters behind the TV. Celebrate. It implores in bright bubble letters above a group of photo of Bonnie, Chica, and Freddy. These lovable characters just couldn't be capable of the horrors you just experienced, could they? Maybe they've just been misinterpreted everything. This place can have that effect on people when it's late and you're tired and hungry. And lonely. You stare at the image while moving your head from side to side.
You look lonely.
Lonely Freddy? From some angles, it looks like there's a bulge in the paper. Before you can investigate, a red light starts blinking on the telephone. Oh, okay, so we investigate the poster or we check the phone? I want to see what's behind the poster. Because I remember that used to be an old theory back in the day of what was behind the poster in the FNaF 1 office.
Wait, what?
You never heard about that? They thought
I don't remember it.
There was this old theory that Freddy had a secret passage behind the poster, and that's how he could sometimes get into your office when both doors were closed.
What? Maybe it's just like a game design for how Freddy can get in.
It was
interesting hoax.
This was back in 2014, Sega. Like this was
Even
literally
then.
10 years. This was a decade ago.
But still, 10 years ago, I would have thought, well, this is just game design.
No, it came from a clip from when Markiplier was like closed both doors and then Freddy jump scared him.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's investigate the poster. Oh, no.
Maybe there's a button there.
Yeah. Ooh. You lean over and get a closer look at the poster. There's definitely a bump on the wall under Freddy Fazbear's nose, giving it a 3D effect. There's one thing you've always wanted to do to Freddy, but the pizza place has rules, and you're a stickler for rules. You even wrote some of them. Number 6, don't touch Freddy. You poke your index finger at Freddy's nose and surprised to hear a honk. Even more surprising.
Let's go!
Yeah, we honked Freddy's nose! Let's go, chat!
So it's canon that you can actually
That's
honk
awesome.
Freddy's nose.
That's awesome. So
that's not just a game design. That is like something you could do in real life. So if we ever get FNaF in real life, that better happen.
Oh yeah, definitely. You push the chair out of the way and crawl on the desk. It's even more disgusting down there, with crumbs and something dark and sticky on the dingy old carpet. It's just soda, you tell yourself, wiping the palm of your hand vigorously on your pants. Way at the back, a thin plastic card lying next to the wall. Oh, you find a thin plastic card lying next to the wall. You haven't seen one of these in a long time. They stopped issuing them to employees because there was so much turnaround. This is one of the old security badges. The name and face have been scratched out. Who was it and who hid it here? Add ID card to your inventory.
Dave Miller.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you watch the clock. Oh, we didn't get to see the phone. Okay. You watch the clock on desk as numbers flip from 5:59 to 6 a.m. Yay, you survived your first night at Freddy's. All's quiet as you leave the security office and pass through the restaurant. You step outside in the fresh, cool air, happy and grateful to be alive. Even in the early morning light seems too bright after the darkness of the pizza place. You lose all sense of time there, since most of the windows are in a different part of the restaurant. There isn't a cloud in the sky. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. Too bad you'll have to sleep through most of it as you send Coppelia off to school. Then there won't be long before you're back here for your second night, and who knows what it'll bring. You lock up the restaurant, wave goodbye to the sleeping animatronics inside, and head home. When you get home at 6:30 a.m., you wish you could go to bed, but your day isn't over yet. Now it's time for your second but most important job, parenting. Parenting simulator in FNaF? Let's go!
Let's go, let's get the bread.
We jumped to like 276. Like 2,766 out of 3. Like we're near the end of the book. That's crazy how it jumps all over.
Wait, but hold on. If it's like 1 week and we've only done one night ever, like close to the end, how does that work?
I don't know. Maybe it sends us back and then like we can start from night 2 at like any time we die. Like it sends us back to the table of contents. That's like my first thought. All right. Okay. This one is a full time.
What do you think?
But you wouldn't have it any other way. However, getting your 11-year-old daughter Coppelia up and ready for school is more challenging than anything Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria could throw you away. I'm not so sure about that, buddy. You peek into her bedroom and see her snoozing peacefully. Books are scattered across her bedspread and on the floor. And an open one lies on her chest, rising and falling with her steady breathing. She was clearly up late last night reading, as usual. You laugh a little when you see drool in the corner of her mouth and a damp spot on her pillowcase. I wish I had a camera, you think. So you study her a bit longer, trying to hold this memory for later. You go in the kitchen to make breakfast, intentionally banging on pots and pans as you cook around eggs and bacon. You can't help but think of Chica and force that thought away. You're off the clock now, and you will not let the animatronics live rent-free in your head. At least make them pay rent.
I mean, at least it's Chica that's on my mind.
Sega, stop. Combination of Coppelia's alarm clock and the aroma
Not saying anything,
to wake her.
But
she pads out into the kitchen in her rocket ship pajamas, her hair a tangled mess, and her face lights up when she sees you. Miss me, huh? You say as you twirl your spatula. Sega, you want to be Coppelia?
What? No, no. Why do I have to be a little girl?
Because there's literally only 2 characters, and Cellular is writing everything down.
Okay, where are we? I don't see the mouse.
Oh, we're here.
No, I just love bacon so much.
She gives you a hug.
And by extension, the person making it for me.
You laugh.
But seriously, I missed you.
While you were sleeping?
Especially then. I never sleep well when you aren't home.
I hate leaving you, but it's just for this week. She sees the concern on your face and puts a hand over her mouth.
It's only for 5 nights.
Yeah, it's only for 5 nights. It's not gonna lose my soul.
Yeah.
Soul, don't leave me.
No, I'm gonna...
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, no. I just, forgot that... Oh. The poor daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sega,
Dad,
get ready to read.
I didn't mean to guilt trip you. I'm fine, really. Mrs. Andrews always looks in on me, and she hears everything that goes on around here.
That's an understatement. You smile. You're grateful to have someone close by to watch the house when you're away, but you're never worried that Coppelia will get in any trouble on her own. If anything, she's keeping an eye on kindly Miss Andrews. Andrew? Like Andrew? Hey KW. Hey Psychic. Sorry for being late. How's the reading going? It's going pretty well. We survived to night 1, barely. Also, just so everyone knows, I have a class at 3 EST, so in a little over 2 hours. So we better finish at least a run of this book before then, because this is already going a bit longer than I thought it would. So I'm a little nervous, but you know what? We're gonna try our best. But there's definitely I'm definitely gonna well, we only did night 1, Sega. There's 5 nights.
Oh.
But
I felt like VIP was longer though, right? Or was it not?
It was very short. But we're definitely gonna be doing multiple streams on this. So you might see me back on Thursday, same time-ish. But anyway, if anything, she's keeping an eye on Kindness Andrews, who sadly lost her own daughter.
I think you're at the part of Capello reached for the tray of cooked bacon.
No, I haven't read this part yet. Who sadly lost her own daughter at a young age years ago, and has been overprotective of the neighborhood kids since. Coppelia reaches for a tray of cooked bacon. You slap her hands away. You're not getting one slice of bacon until you get dressed for school. She sticks her tongue out and disappears into her room. Coppelia comes back in record time with her hair neatly tied in a ponytail, bedazzled purple t-shirt, tights, and a jean jacket. She sits down and you put a heaping amount of bacon on her plate, and she immediately starts shoveling it in her mouth.
So how it works?
She asks. Uneventful, you lie.
Sounds like my dream job. Sitting in a desk in the middle of the...
I can stop eating.
Sorry. Pushing buttons, and I would like to catch up on so much reading until boredom kills me.
You would not be killed by boredom at Freddy's, you say, and promise me you'll never work there.
Okay, sure.
Now, how was your day? You catch up with each other while you eat breakfast. Then she notices the time on the Kit Kat clock and jumps up.
My bus!
She shoves another piece of bacon in her mouth and grabs her backpack. She rummages around it. Crud. Oh, that's not me.
Crud. Do you have a pen? I have to finish my homework on the bus.
You raise an eyebrow. Why didn't you do it last night?
Because I couldn't find my pen. Keep up, Dad.
Ooh. If you have the ball part,
Ooh.
give it to her and remove it from your inventory. Okay, so I don't think we have a choice.
Okay, so it does.
That confirms that we did not lose our other items.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And give it to her. Do we want to give our daughter a pen?
Yeah.
Imagine if we tell her to borrow a pen and that's game over.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm gonna say we...
Well, let's give it to her.
Okay.
Let's be a dad.
Let's be a dad. You remove your pen from the pocket. Here you go. Don't lose this one. You toss it to her. She catches it expertly. She really should be on a sports team, but all she wants to do is read, tinker with projects in the basement, and play the Sega Genesis! Sega! Sega! Sega!
Let's go!
Sega! We're gonna highlight that red for Sega. She's a great
Let's
kid.
go!
You don't know
I'm
how
in the
I got...
book.
You're canon,
I can make
Sega.
that into a short. I can make that into a short.
You should. She's a great kid, you think. I don't know how I got so lucky. Thanks! Oh, wrong one. That's you.
Thanks.
She looks at the pen.
Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Employee of the Month. Don't you have like a drawer full of these? You're the best worker there. Not that the bar is that high.
Hey, give me my pen back.
Nope.
She twists the pen and there's a screwdriver inside.
Oh, wicked.
Oh, we should have kept that. No! Yeah. You probably shouldn't be bringing that to school. You stand up. I'll find you another pen. The bus honks outside.
Too late. Gotta go.
She runs to the door. A moment later, she runs back and gives you a kiss on the cheek.
Love you.
Then she's gone with your pen in hand. You already miss her. At least working the night shift doesn't take away your time together.
I told Psychic I love him. Let's go.
So, give me one. So wait,
let's keep
I have
going.
to pause for a second. Sega, you literally texted my girlfriend or messaged her on Discord like the other night, didn't you? And literally said, when she was like, "Yeah, I'm hanging out with Psychic," you're like, "Oh, that's my man."
No comment.
Second, we're gonna talk later.
No comment.
Just 4 more days. You yawn and head to bed. All right, night 2. You yawn. Time to make the donuts.
Cooked.
You usually start your shifts. It's like, I know what you are. I know what you are.
Wait, hold on. Which
You're gonna
which
come to
area
my
or
place?
location?
Shut up.
Hey, I mean,
You just heard Sif repeating the well-known catchphrase for those in the donut commercials, but there are any coworkers here to laugh along with you. The only people who ever laughed were the new hires. First time you said it, and they were the only being polite since they thought you were the boss. But you're nothing if not consistent. It's easy to do the right thing every day at work here, but at night, it's hard to know what the right thing to do is. You're in unfamiliar territory. Fortunately, you're not only consistent, you're persistent. You never give up trying up until you get the job done. That's one of the better qualities Copelia picked up from you. You also hope that you'll be around for a long time to teach your daughter even more lessons about how to live and survive in the world as she grows up. As much as you love this job, you want more for her future than a dead-end career as a security guard. More importantly, you have to, if anything happens to you on your job, she stays far away from Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Okay. So, it's 12 a.m. Let's check. I think we gotta check the show stage camera first. Oh, wow. We're just checking all the cameras. Okay. You punch the button for the show stage. Freddy and Chica are both there as it should be, but Bonnie's already left. No, wait. Bonnie's still there. Most of them, anyway. His body's on the stage, but his head is gone. Who's at the head of an animatronic bunny? Punk kids, you think. Daredevil teams from high schools and community colleges sometimes break into the restaurant. If they succeeded, they would want to bring back a souvenir of their bravery. You laugh as you imagine someone shouting, "Bring me the head of Bonnie the Rabbit!"
bring me the head of the bunny of
This
Bonds.
book really likes saying how he's alive. Yeah, I know. It's foreshadowing. Of course, if anyone actually succeeded breaking into Freddy Fazbear's Pizza after hours, they would be the ones in danger of losing their heads, figuratively and literally. But this is no laughing matter. You have a real problem now. You have to find and reattach Bonnie's head before the place opens in the morning. As terrifying as the animatronic can be to some young kids, they'll really freak out if they're greeted by a headless one. Or maybe no one would notice. Let's check backstage. Uh-oh. Maybe maintenance has to remove Bonnie's head to work on it, and no one has told you. No one ever tells you anything. If so, the head would probably be in the parts and service behind the stage. You switch over to the backstage camera. A large metal endoskeleton rests at the work table. You see masks with Chica and several variations of Freddy, but no Bonnie head. Power cables dangle from the ceiling. That's a fire hazard if I ever saw one, you think. You consider raising your concern with management, but they hardly ever take employee suggestions. A little voice inside you say, it might not be a bad place if this place burned down. As long as it doesn't happen before you collect your last paycheck. And no one, human at least, is inside the building this time. Or at this time. You also notice an empty Freddy Fazbear costume propped up in the corner. At least you assume it's empty. You're curious, but not curious enough to go back there and check. The camera pans across the room once more. You notice there's no parts for Foxy the pirate back there. Foxy! You switch over to Pirate Cove's camera. The curtain is wide open and the cove is empty. Too late. Foxy runs for the office. Foxy bursts inside and screams in your face. Game over. Alright, let's try this end again. Alright, let's check show stage. And then... Oh, can we not check Pirates Cove? Let's check dining area. That's close to Pirates Cove. Alright, I need to blow my nose real quick. Sorry, chat.
I can read if you want.
No, I'm fine. It's just being sick, like I said.
Yo, same.
You punch the big button for dining area. Just like last night, the table is set for a big party with tablecloths and party hats all laid out. You wonder if the room is used at all. It looks exactly the way it did yesterday, as if nothing has been touched, or the staff is simply meticulous about planning everything out where it should be. When you do the same job day in day out for years, you get pretty good at it. There is one thing out of the ordinary. Bonnie's head lies in the aisle between the party tables. It must have fallen off and rolled down there. It's a good thing this happened after hours, because nothing sets off customers more than a malfunctioning animatronic. A head detaching and bouncing off the stage would probably result in some kids needing therapy, not to mention their parents. Are Bonnie's eyes looking at you? The head is lying on its side, but its eyes are trained right on the security cameras. Is it a warning? A cry for help? You shake your head. It's an optical illusion. And indeed, when you look back at the monitor, Bonnie's eyes are looking in a different direction. You need to go retouch Bunny's head and make sure this stuff doesn't happen again, especially during a performance. Alright. We're heading out the right door because Foxy, it's already been shown that Foxy is already like kind of active, and if we go out the left door, we're gonna run into him. That's what I think. Yep.
Ooh.
Okay. You arrive at the dining area. Bonnie's head is lying on the floor, staring vacantly into the stars and streamers hanging from the ceiling. But something else catches your attention. The doors to party rooms 1 and 2 are closed. Those were previously open when we saw them on cameras, but the feed in that section was notoriously glitchy. It's possible you didn't see them clearly the first time. Oh, so did you get the Fazgoo ending yet? No, the Fazgoo ending.
Yeah.
Hi, Ozone.
We haven't gotten the
Hi,
best
Ozone.
ending so far, apparently.
Well, we haven't even gotten an A ending yet. We just died a few times.
But the Fazgoo ending could be the best ending.
Oh my gosh. You're the night watchman, so you should check out anything suspicious. This is definitely suspicious. Those party rooms are the perfect hiding place. It's not like animatronics to go around opening and closing doors. If you have to take care of Bonnie, but it's not like that is going anywhere. So much for an uneventful night. What if we didn't check out the party rooms? What if we didn't go in the dark rooms? Bonnie's head is what you came here for. You walk over and pick it up. Oof! It's heavier than it looks and leaves something sticky on your hands. Machine oil? Hopefully. You're glad it didn't leave a mess on the floor. Even after all this time, this is the closest you've been to an animatronic. One reason being the smell. These things haven't been washed in ever? There's something sharp and sour about the stench. Like food left that's rot or roadkill. You wrinkle your nose. It's very unpleasant. I'm about to stream this for 20 minutes and there better be a Fazgoo ending, says Ozone.
Hello, James Goosebumps.
Sorry. Never touched an animatronic before, which of course is strongly discouraged. The fur is matted and kind of greasy. There's probably things crawling inside of it. You don't want to hold it any longer than you have to. You turn around in your hands until Bonnie is looking at you. Let's get you patched up, you say. Bonnie's eyes blink and swivel towards you. You're so startled, You're so startled you almost drop the head. It's probably just happened because you were moving it. You look up at the stage. Bonnie's torso is still up there, and so is Freddy Fazbear's, but Chica is now gone. Should you go up and try to retouch the head or look for tools and instructions and parts and service behind the stage? Let's try to get some instructions first. Let's go to parts and service. Alright. You open the door in the back of the stage marked employees only. Though you're an employee, you've never been needed to go back here before. You step in the backstage, what the staff has taken referring to as P&S, parts and service. It's dark and practically shouts, "This area is off limits!" It feels wrong and a little dangerous to be back there. You look around for something useful to help retouch Bonnie's head properly. A user's manual would be nice. An skeleton sits on the corner of the workbench next to a screwdriver. Perhaps intended for the empty Freddy Fazbear suit tucked in the corner. Another empty Freddy head rests at the other end of the workbench. There are several Freddy heads here. They're old designs. Some of them don't have eyebrows or a slightly different shape. Some have a Chica head on the shelf next to a flashlight. What about Foxy? You don't see any parts of his back here. As if you summon him, you hear heavy footsteps running towards the room. You have to find something to defend yourself, or take your chances and hide. Okay, grab the screwdriver, grab the flashlight, or put on the Freddy head. Okay. FNaF 2 logic. Flashlight. Freddy head won't do anything, but the flashlight we can flash him and have him go away. That's what I think. And I'm confident.
Okay.
You dash toward the shelf and pick up the flashlight just as Foxy bursts into the room. You roll around and press the button on the flashlight. Luckily, the batteries inside still work, as a bright beam cuts across the room and shines Foxy right in the face. You thought you might be able to blind him temporarily so you could slip past, but the light seems to mess him up. He freezes in place, servos clicking in confusion. You hope you won't get in trouble for breaking Foxy. You don't know how long he'll be like this, so you decide to get a move on. You need to reattach Bonnie's head and get back to the security office. It only becomes more dangerous as the night progresses, especially once Foxy reboots. Add flashlight and screwdriver to your inventory and return to the show stage. Nice! I got that FNaF brain.
So it seems like even in the newer designs of Foxy, he still has that issue.
Well, I mean, it's the same Foxy model. It's the same Foxy, not model, but same, well, I guess not game model, but like robotic model from FNaF 2. Hey everyone, the FNaF Escape from the Pizzaplex book cover just dropped. It did? Wait, hold on. Hold on. Did it really? Oh!
I don't think it's the same endo
it did.
model though.
Woo! Oh, I'm gonna put this on stream.
I don't know. Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Alright, here. I'll put this on the screen real quick. Okay. Source. We need new image. Add source. This is looking sick. I love these books. They're great. Look at that.
What happened? I didn't even like fully pay attention.
There's a the cover for the third interactive novel came out. Yeah, here I'll make it a bit.
So is this gonna be like what we're gonna have now? It's just like a lot of interactive novels.
I guess for a little bit until they probably get.
Wait. Do you mean the third one or the fourth one?
It's
the second one.
Escape to the Pizzaplex is number 3.
But what about Return to the Pit?
That's number 2.
Oh, wait.
This
So
is
VIP
number 1.
was not. Wait. So what was VIP?
VIP is number 0. That's what they put it. They put it as interactive novel number 0.
Oh.
Kind of like an introduction to the concept. Anyway, add flashlight and screwdriver to your inventory and return to the show stage. So do you have that written down, Sol?
Yeah.
Okay. You climb up on the show stage to look out, imagining an audience of boisterous kids and frazzled parents. Staff and customers are not allowed up here. This last time a kid found his way on stage during a performance, you shudder. Oh gosh, that's what liability waivers are for. Where Chica usually stands, you see a metal plate. The animatronics were charged on those at night. Through a battery terminal on their feet. He gently placed Bonnie's head back on his body. The animatronics deserve your respect. When you think about it, you wouldn't have a job without them. They have some flaws, like they're murderous or whatever. But, you know, they brought so much happiness to the families over the years, so they can murder a kid or two. It's fine. We all make mistakes, right? None of us are perfect. Bonnie's head wobbles. You can't leave him like this. It seems you can tighten it by turning it. Which way, left or right? Doesn't matter. You probably can't make it any worse. We probably should pop backstage if there's any instructions. Just a security officer. You aren't trained in repairing the animatronics. If you do this correctly, you lose your job earlier than you had planned, or worse. Alright. But did we already go backstage? Screw it. I don't want to take the 50-50 again. Oh yeah, we already did that. We already saw this. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So, I guess we do have to...
I'm back. Wait, so what happened?
We have to do 50-50. Left or right? We're lefty loosey, righty tighty. I guess this would be animatronic. So maybe William made them backwards.
Wait, hold on. Wait. So what's on the left and what's on the right? Do we know?
We're screwing the head on left or right. So...
Oh. If we... Okay, I mean... yes, this is in Help Wanted, but like it's kind of similar, right? In Help Wanted, you start with the left. Well, so do we go with that?
I think you know, normally you screw things in going to the right to get them attached, so I think that's what we go with.
It's very tidy, so...
Yep, you twist Bonnie's head to the right and something clicks inside. His eyelids blink once as his head comes back online. It seems you've done the trick. There's 3 small holes around the base of the neck to secure the head. That's probably why Bonnie's head fell off in the first place. As he dances and strums his signature red bass guitar on stage, the screws vibrate and eventually fall out. And then off with his head! You look around the stage and find 2 silver screws, but no matter how much you search, you can't find the third one. 2 will have to do for now. The best you can do is let maintenance know, and they can hunt down another screw tomorrow. You insert 1 screw in each side of the neck. With them sticking out like that, Bonnie reminds you of Frankenstein's monster, or Dreadbear. That's no good. You'll have to tighten them, or his head will tumble off again. A job half-assed will never last, as your father used to say. He was a perfectionist, and nothing you did was ever good enough. You vowed you would never treat your own child that way, and so far you haven't with Copelia. Hey, Alpha, welcome to the stream.
Wait, Xsychic?
Yeah?
I would just like to point out, like, yes, like you have, like right now it's at 21 viewers. Like the stream, it's doing really well.
I know, it's crazy. Like the support for the stream is crazy. I'm so glad I streamed today. Also, I like this. I like this style of stream because like with this, You don't have to be watching it, but you can. Or like if you want, you can just like put it in the background and do something else. Like, you know, like that's what I would do if I was listening to this. So
Like I'm literally playing on the SMP as I'm just like waiting for my lines.
I've been playing a lot of Switch games recently.
What have you been playing?
Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I've already beaten it, but it's such a peak game I had to replay it, and I haven't played it in like a year. It's peak.
But am I the only one actually paying attention to?
I pay attention. I have to read it.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
I'm not currently playing. I'm just saying in general. Like I watch videos and play games a lot.
Like I definitely do like clock in every now and then, just so then if I have to like, if there's something that I'm like interested in to see, or if I have to do my lines, you know.
Right. Okay. The sooner you fix Bonnie, the sooner you go back to the security office, the better your chances of getting home to her in the morning are. Alright, we're going to use a screwdriver. The screwdriver makes quick work of tightening Bonnie's loose screws. The head feels sturdy as it's ever been. Maybe you missed a calling in repair work. The only thing you enjoy as much as keeping order and protecting people is fixing things. After your last day here, you can start looking to other positions. It might be nice to do something that lets you work with your hands more. It would be fun to make toys, nothing that moves like the animatronics at Freddy. It's just simple toys for simple joys. Now that Bonnie's functional again, you feel oddly exposed on stage, especially with Chica out there somewhere. You also assume that Foxy's out and about right now. It's a good idea to get back to the security office and hope nothing else breaks tonight. Return to the security office. Alright.
Interesting.
Okay, so.
Okay, I have to ask, what is this bonus item? I keep seeing it, but we have no idea.
I don't know. It might be something like the Mo from VIP, or something we get at the end of the game that lets us like replay and I don't know. I don't know. But maybe we'll find out in a future stream. You return to the security office and slump in your seat. This job is finally getting to you, but you can't let it get the best of you. You need a moment to catch your breath. Close your eyes and breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. A sound startles you awake. Oh no, you've fallen asleep on the job. After all the times you warned night watchmen to stay vigilant and faithfully report those who shirked those responsibilities and dozed through a shift, you were embarrassed. After all the time, it's like saying like, after all this time, I did it, but it's worded weirdly. You're embarrassed and annoyed at yourself. It's just that you're having trouble adjusting the late hours and dealing with the animatronics is wearing you out. You can beat yourself up later. Something woke you. A sound. Or wait, was it two sounds? You're still disoriented from your unintentional nap, but you think you heard footsteps approaching from the door on the left and someone groaning from the door on the right. You could have dreamed them up, but you could be in imminent danger. You have to act on one potential threat. Your clock is 5:55 a.m. and you only have to survive the next 5 minutes. Okay. Groaning from the door on the right makes you think it's right. Chica's there. Meanwhile, Bonnie's coming down the hallway. So I say we go.
Bonnie's coming down the hallway, so.
Yeah, we close the right door. Yep. If someone's close enough to hear you groan, they're too close. Yep, you leap for the door and press the door on the right and slap your fingers against the button. You catch a flash of yellow before the door slams shut. Looks like you were just in time. We are doing so well right now. Okay.
See, like stuff like this, you can use like game logic.
Yeah. But... You flick on the light bulb and Chica stares in manically at you. Beak wide open, you turn off the lights. You can take your cluck and get lost, you say. I've had enough for one night. But it seems you haven't. The footsteps keep approaching on your left. And then Bonnie is standing there. It's too late to close the door now. You brace yourself for attack, but Bonnie doesn't make a move. He just stares at you. You stare back at him. What is he waiting for? You break eye contact for a moment to see the clock on the desk flipped over from 5:59 to 6 a.m. Bonnie turns and walks away back to her show stage. And on the door on the right, Chica does the same. Did Bonnie just let you live? Was that a thank you for restoring his head? Maybe you just got lucky. Either way, you survived another night and it's time to go home.
You survived.
Well, 2 nights at Freddy's. It's like a night at Freddy's.
2 nights at Freddy's.
As soon as you're home,
not 5 nights, but
to check on her. She's sleeping with her left leg sticking out from under the covers and a pillow over her face. You must have spaced out for a moment, because next thing you know, she screams and throws the pillow at your head. You catch it holding your chest. What's wrong? You say.
Why were you just standing there at me? Why were you just standing there staring at me?
She says. I was just about to wake you for school. I'm sorry. It's been a weird night. She pushes her hair back from her face.
It's okay. It just was kind of creepy. When I first woke up, I must have just been dreaming. You looked like that Fredbear thing from your job.
You mean Freddy Fazbear?
Whatever, he weirds me out. They all do.
She's never forgotten all the time you brought her to work to meet the animatronics when she was 7. And it made her cry so hard she threw up pizza and cake. She still had nightmares for at least a week afterwards. Never mind, it's just me, your loving dad bear. You open your arms for a hug. She squints at you.
Please never say Dad Bear again.
You feel bad about scaring her and ruining her morning. You don't want her to have bad memories like that. Of you like that. Gifts always make her feel better. If you give her the coin, if you keep the coin. What coin? What? Coin?
Wait,
What?
coin?
Coin?
Huh?
Just like take a fast coin from the wallet. I have this random fast coin here.
Okay, what page? Okay, we're on 2
So
8:19. So I'll just say if we
this is a bug.
maybe because I don't. Let's
Did you
just
find a
give her
bug?
the-
Okay.
Oh wait, actually wait. Actually, I was at 2:19, right? Let's. Okay.
I don't think that's how it's supposed.
Okay, wait. Okay, here we go.
Maybe
what
just
if-
like
what
a
if we
coin
just
from our
go on?
wallet. Just like we're
Oh.
giving her money.
Oh. I there is no choice. It's if we go to the next page, it's just we give her the coin.
You got no choice.
Well, we don't have a coin, so I say we just keep the coin because we don't have a coin, so we can't give her something we don't have, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, that just okay. That's okay. That's, okay. Okay. So okay, I guess we'll just continue on to night 3. That's weird. Okay, giving gifts, huh? Oh yeah, give your slide.
Giving light.
You feel well rested and excited about going to work, just like you used to, until you step inside the dark and dreary security office. Somehow, all your enthusiasm deflates and you feel exhausted. As if you hadn't slept for 8 hours, as if you'd always been in this office, as if you'll always be in this office. You settle in the seat, sigh, feel like you've aged 5 years and 5 seconds as it took you to come in and sit down. It must be this midnight shift. Working as a night watchman, you lose touch with all the good parts of the job that motivate you each day. There are no coworkers to catch up with. You don't see any smiling kids' faces. You don't hear their happy laughter. You don't get to the animatronics the way they're meant to be seen, as entertainers instead of vengeful stalkers. Interesting. Vengeful? When you go outside in the sunlight, your memories of the night before seem to dull and fade. When you're safe at home talking with Coppelia, you question everything that happened. And when you come to the same conclusion you imagined it wasn't that bad. After all, you're alive. If the animatronics are really alive and hunting you, what would be your chance of surviving 1 night? 2, 5. Really darn slim. That's interesting, because I feel like that kind of gives like a motivation for why they always come back. All like the like in all the games, like why do you come back? Well, maybe because they just like think it's not
Always
bad.
coming back. Somebody has a good experience with that.
Yeah.
Like,
Who knows? Maybe
Either
these
that or
lapses
they just
in memory
really need
are
the
some
money.
survival mechanism. How can you go home to your daughter each morning and live a normal life knowing such horrors exist in the world? How could you leave her each night and come back to this world knowing you might never see her again? Only if you forget. But you also have a job to do. You've always been the responsible one, even as a kid. No one had to ask you to do your homework for watching TV and riding your bike. You were, and still are, what they call an overachiever. And yet, you end up working at security at Freddy's. So many people don't understand that, but you tell them some things are more important than a fancy job and a big paycheck. I love those animatronics, and they make a difference when I go there to work each day. Do you still believe that? Did you ever? You sit up straight and watch the security monitors. Time to make the donuts, you mutter. A child laughs behind you. Uh-oh. You spin your chair around and look behind you. There's nothing there but lockers and shadows. Pull yourself together, Ralph. Only 3 more nights. Okay. Woo! You begin as you always do, pushing buttons. You cycle through the camera feeds on the monitors. Everything is copacetic until you hit the party rooms. What the? You lean closer to the jittery video screens. A table and chair has been overturned in party room 2. And there's a large dark puddle on the floor. The window on the far wall is broken. A crushed party paper hat lies in the hallways outside. This is why we don't have more windows. Everyone's always wanted to schedule their parties in room party 2 because it has one of the few windows in the restaurant. But the moment you saw it, you knew it was a big security risk. Kids are always breaking it on a dare, though no one's ever gotten inside before. Someone has to clean up the mess in party room 2. You put your finger in your nose. Nod it, you say. You sigh. The security job is more janitorial duties than you expected. You need supplies from the closet in the west hall to mop up the floorboards and windows. And you should locate that intruder before they break anything else, or they get themselves hurt. Okay. Let's... Okay. I say we check the cameras first, because we don't want to walk into a trap.
And who knows if that intruder has a gun?
I doubt. I bet it's a kid.
Just imagine it's just like Bonnie with like a shotgun.
Party room 2. That doesn't exist in the FNaF 1 layout. Oh, hey, you're right. Who knows? Maybe it got demolished in the week before we worked there. All right. You pull up the feed for the West Hall before you go out there. It shows the long corridor leading to the dining hall. With a supply closet door on the left, there are several new child drawings taped up to the wall on your left. But there are unsettling images of children with fat teardrops falling from their eyes. Some of the kids have X for eyes. You shudder. Kids can be so creepy. Even your daughter, Copelia, used to draw pictures when she was younger that seemed innocent to her, but felt more like threats. Like when she drew you without your head for some reason, saying it was resting. Or the drawing of you two eating pancakes where she was just passing you a fork by stabbing it into your side. Adorable. Ugh.
Kids, am I right?
Hey kids, am I right? They're just drawings though. They don't have to mean anything, right? You're about to get up ahead of the supply closet when the lights at the far end of the hall flicker and the camera goes fuzzy. They need to get an electrical engineer in here before the place gets another health code violation. You watch the supply closet door opens. Bonnie steps out. You cover your mouth with a hand. Bonnie walks away towards the dining area. That was a close call, but it should be safe for now. For a while. You open the supply closet in the west hall and yelp when something reaches out of the darkness. It hits you in the face and you jerk backwards. The wooden handle of a mop falls and clatters in the hollowly? Clatters, hollowly on the black and white tiled floor. You check out and look up at the security camera in the hall. You flashed at a V sign with your fingers, then stood up, picked up the mop, and returned it to the bucket. Returned it to the bucket. Gradually, you feel your racing pulse return to normal. You have 2 big jobs ahead of you in party room 2. You have to clean up that spill in the broken glass and board up the window. Everything you need is right here, but you can't carry all the supplies with you. You'll have to make 2 trips, but you're not sure which task you should complete first. Alright. Okay, here's my thought process. If we board up the windows... No. If we board up the windows first, the intruder can't get back out and will probably die, being a bad ending. So, we want to do that last. So let's clean up the spill and broken glass. You hate messes, so you decide to clean up that spill first. You know that it will only get more difficult to wipe up if it dries. You grab a mop and a bucket and then look around for some cleaning solution. The bottles on the shelf are industrial grade stuff, high concentration bleach and stain removers. You bet this is what people use to clean up crime scenes. Despite all of its stolen appearances, Freddy's is a sanitary place, and management is always running stats to keep it clean and tidy, at least in the public spaces. You kick the crumpled piece of paper someone has left in the closet and roll your eyes. But you want to set a better example, so you pick up the paper and smooth it out. It's an old newspaper clipping from the ominous headlines. Kids vanish at local pizzeria, bodies not found. You hastily ball up the article again and toss it in the trash where it belongs. Those poor children, you think. Their poor parents. You have a jumbo bottle of bleach. It's heavy and a lot to juggle with the mop and bucket. Should you fill the bucket here or carry the bottle to party room 2 with everything else? I think we should fill the bucket in party room 2 because there's a bigger chance of spills happening and losing the solution. Yep, it doesn't seem wise to handle chemicals in a confined space like the supply closet. So you place the bottle of bleach in the bucket and with mop and drag them to party room 2. You flip on the light, it's a horror show. The spill inside looks like blood. A lot of blood. It smells like blood too. A bitter metallic scent that you can almost taste, like copper. You gag and then throw up your dinner. Now you have a bigger mess to clean up. Did the kid freaking die? Uh-oh. You empty the jug of bleach into the bucket and get to work, mopping up the blood and vomit. The stench and fumes might be overpowering if not for the shattered window on the far wall, which lets out fresh air. Even though you hate bodily fluids when they're outside the body, where they should never be, you find you enjoy work like this. When you're done, you clean the floors clean, and no one would ever be tell that some person or some animal lost a catastrophic amount of life-giving blood in this room. If there's no evidence, it may well has never happened. Management will be pleased. You're so busy admiring your handiwork that you don't hear footsteps until they're almost right outside. Hide under a table, leave through the open window. Okay.
Hi, FNaFy.
Oh, hey, FNaFy.
Hi.
We're on night 3 currently.
Already on night 3.
We just cleaned up a pool of blood.
Oh, that's lovely.
And something's
Yeah,
outside, so we can either hide under a table or go out the window.
I would hide, personally.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best. Nope.
Oh, never mind.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Chica, yeah. You recognize Chica's chicken legs the splatter with red, like Grizzly Jackson Pollock's painting. Uh-oh. She killed someone. Is she wondering what happened to the blood? You remember the mop and bucket next to the door. Chica knows you were here. You force yourself to lie perfectly still, breathing as shallowly as possible. Then you notice there are wet footprints leading the bucket to your hiding spot. The floor hasn't quite dried yet. Yep. In a flash, Chica appears under the tablecloth, mouth wide open and screaming. She drags you out from the table, and you remain conscious long enough to see the floor doused in blood again after having enough to have one final irrational thought. I just cleaned that.
Read that.
Alright, let's get back to where we were. We checked the camera, go to the closet. We want to clean up the spills first, fill the bucket in the room, and let's leave through the window. Okay. Oh, wait, that fails too! You race through the broken window and catch Chica's reflection in the silver glass remaining in the frame as you dive outside. You roll in the dirt and shards of glass slice your hands, but you clamber your feet and run away from the restaurant. You make it 30 feet before something grabs you from behind. You tumble, see a blur of yellow fur as Chica feet. She's spattered in blood, but you aren't sure if it came from whoever broke the restaurant or from you. Broke into the restaurant for you. You've always been told the night watchman it isn't safe to leave in the middle of the night. It's better to wait till the end of the shift. But you didn't really know why. Just repeating what management told you, and they supposedly have a good reason for everything. This is what happens when you break the rules. You only have yourself to blame, but it's a shame that Coppelia will have to suffer for your incompetence. At best, you'll line up another news headline, or worse, FNaF Entertainment will cover this all up, and your daughter will never know what happened to you. If there's no evidence, it never happened. You think Chica's going to drag you back into the restaurant, but instead she carries you into the woods. This might go even more badly than you thought, for everyone. Game over. Dang, okay. I'm just gonna quickly see what happens if we fill up the bucket there, because I assume it's a game over. Unless this pathway is just a dead end.
Yeah, maybe just everything you do in that, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we mixed household chemicals and we died. Alright. That's kind of funny. Alright, okay, so let's try fixing up the boarded window first. Thank you. Alright, your first priority is not much to keep Freddy Fazbear secure and protect the animatronics, though you aren't sure how much protection they need. You better make sure no one else can sneak at the restaurant at night. You pick up a hammer and swing it around experimentally. It's no Mjolnir of Thor, but you feel a little safer. You grab a box of nails and a pile of wooden planks that are just the right size and set off for the party rooms. Alright, what a mess. You step in the party room with dread setting in. Yep, we already see that. Yep. That's all tomato sauce, you think. Hopefully... Oh, wait, you know it's blood.
Yeah, it's just tomato sauce. Yeah, don't worry about it.
You gag or want to throw up. Yeah, we already been through all this. An animal must have gotten in, you say aloud. If that would make it true, whatever it was gone. One way or another, you have to worry about keeping anyone else out. You place a plank at the window and about to hammer in the first nail when you hear strains of music coming from the air. It's getting louder. Okay, I think if we climb out, we die. I think it's death.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you die if you come out the window.
So let's listen and wait. Okay. Music of unknown origin in the middle of the night feels ominous. Right now isn't time to make a move or make noise. You tiptoe to the open door of party room 2 and grip the handle of the hammer as tightly as you listen. You hear the song before. It's a march. The Toreador March?
Yeah, it's probably, yeah.
Playing on a music box or something. As far as you're aware, none of the animatronics have built-in music boxes. Though you think you see one over by the prize counter. The music comes closer and closer, then it moves past the party room and fades. You risk a peek around the door and see Freddy Fazbear walking away, microphone in hand. You choke back a gasp. This is the first time you see Freddy out like this on his own. You begin to wonder if he'd ever step off that stage. Now you're worried about what finally drew him out. At least he's gone for now. You board up the window quickly, straining to hear what Freddy or any of the others are approaching. Now the task is done, there's still all that blood that needs to be cleaned up. So much blood. You've also been away from the cameras for too long. Maybe you should swing by the security office to check them first. Yeah, let's check the cameras first. Also, Sega, will you give us a Freddy Toreador March, please?
Sega's muted.
Oh.
He won't.
Oh. Okay.
Freddy Fazbear!
Okay, yeah, so I clicked back to the camera, right? That's what I wanted to do. Freddy went towards the show stage at the west end dining area, so you stick to the east side. You plan to return to the security office via the east hall before continuing the supply closet. To finish up your task for the night. But as you pass the kitchen, you think about the intruder who broke in the party room and lost a lot of blood. The only place they could be hiding is the kitchen. Since the camera is only transmitting audio, it's on the way. Maybe you should duck in there to check things out. Ooh, do we want to stop by the kitchen?
Oh, I would risk it. I would risk going to the kitchen.
Mm-hmm. If we die, we can get back here easily.
Yeah.
You said the kitchen. Just make sure no one's hiding there. And maybe grab a little snack since you haven't eaten in hours. You know, if the opportunity presents itself. There's no one. That's one of the benefits of the video feed being out in the kitchen. No one will be the wiser. If anyone does notice food missing, you can always blame Chica. You hit the jackpot. There's a yellow cupcake on the metal counter with pink frosting. An unlit candle sticks out in the center. Must have been left over from a birthday party. Maybe one of the kitchen staff meant to take it home and forgot it. You poke the frosting. Has a hard outer layer but soft underneath. It's as fresh as food gets around here. You lick the frosting from your finger. Delicious! Without questioning the wisdom of eating random food you find laying around. You're about to pick up the cupcake when you heard footsteps approaching quickly. You better get out of sight. You might want to take the cupcake with you, but it might work better as a distraction if you can light the candle to draw the attention of it. We don't have a lighter, so let's hide behind the counter.
You don't have a lighter?
You hop over the counter and drop behind it softly for a moment as someone enters the kitchen. Did they see you? You crouch with your head below the counter, muscles tense and ready to run or fight. Whatever you must do to survive. A large shadow on the wall casts light from the doorway, suggests your visitor is one of the animatronics. The round profile looks like Chica. The animatronic bumps to a baker's rack and pots clatter on the floor. Definitely Chica. Chica has a big appetite. Her bib reads, "Let's eat," after all. We've never actually seen her eat anything. She sometimes carry around a little cupcake companion, or they hand her a prop pizza slice for a party. You have a sudden image of her pecking someone to death with her beak, and then using her eerily human teeth to tear into their flesh. You hold back a shudder at the horrific thought. She's doing something at the counter, but you can't determine what. A few minutes later, she leaves the room. You slowly raise your head to look out. Yep, Chica's gone, and unfortunately, so is the cupcake you were going to eat. In its place, Chica left her prop companion, Mr. Cupcake. Okay, we definitely don't want to look at the cupcake. No, we're heading to the security.
You know the cupcake's gonna eat us. No.
It's gonna eat you, yeah. You make your way back to the security office without encountering any more animatronics, but don't get comfortable. You can't stay here long. With the bloody mess in party room 2, there's always time to sweep the cameras for trouble. Freddy's missing from stage, and Chica and Bonnie are back there already. Chica has stains around her mouth, but the black and white video makes it hard to identify what it is. Could be frosting from the cupcake she found in the kitchen. Yeah, that must be what it is. Even Foxy is still hiding in Pirate's Cove. The night has been feeling off, and yet you reason it's because the first night Freddy's gone wandering. It's possible the other animatronics are lying low tonight to give them some room to explore. They're not afraid of them, are they? You can't pick up Freddy on any of the cameras, but you do hear his music playing in the kitchen. It's a popular spot tonight. Ooh. Satisfied that you're only taking a minimal risk as long as you steer clear of Freddy's music, you step at the supply closet for the second time tonight. You grab a mop, some cleaning product, and a bucket. Something rattles inside the bucket. You steel yourself for something traumatic, like a dismembered body part or a small dead animal to look inside. A pink water pistol is lying at the bottom of the bucket. It's kind of toy they give away the prize counter if you turn enough tickets. A cheap toy that probably won't work right and ceases working immediately after playing with it just a few times. You know these things. You know they buy these things in bulk for pennies at a piece and make several dollars profit off them. Finally, I'm armed, you think. You raise your water gun and spin around and aim at the hallway outside. Go ahead, make my night, punk. The hall is empty. You probably scared everyone off. You slip the water pistol into a pocket. Even though it's just junk plastic, it does make you feel a little safer, which is probably says something about how unsafe this whole situation is. Add water pistol to your inventory. Okay. We could probably use it to like make an animatronic slip on the floor or short them out.
Probably.
Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe electrocute something with the water.
Yeah. You're heading back to party room 2 to clean up. The puddle on the floor is dried some, but so it hiccups. So it hardly resembles some blood anymore as you apply the mop and bleach to some pine-scented shine to the red and blue tiles. To save yourself some time, you bring the cleaning supplies to the security office with you. The day shifts can put them away, and this way everyone will know that you weren't just sitting in front of the screens tonight. You definitely put in a good night to work. Freddy's music starts up again. It sounds like it's right outside the office, but you can't tell which door it's coming from. It seems to be coming from all around you. You grab the desk clock. It's 5:59 a.m. and back up. Looking from one door to the left, you hear laughter as you see light flash on your left. Freddy's eyes and mouth are strobing white light like a demented jack-o'-lantern when the song continues. As if there's a music box in his head. The song's almost over. You don't know what will happen then. The clock starts over to 6 a.m. and you immediately hold it in front of you.
35 balls.
It's 6 a.m. Go back to your stage. You shout 6 a.m. To your surprise, the music stops and Freddy does in fact slink off. You look at the clock in your hands, the makeshift talisman that only works once a night at a very specific time. The question is, do the animatronics have internal clocks, or could you determine them simply by changing the time on the clock? Also, hum again. You stop in the kitchen and wash your hands vigorously under the hottest water you can stand for 2 minutes. They still don't feel clean. This last night has left a mark on you that you don't think you'll ever come out of. Markiplier. You head to your daughter's room and run
Hello,
around the hall,
everybody.
already just for school. Capella has bags under her eyes. You look at each other for a moment and she wraps you in a tight hug. Are you... Oh, Sega, that's you.
Are you okay?
She whispers. Her voice trembles. I'm alive. You laugh, but neither of you find it funny. Are you okay? Why are you up so early?
I didn't sleep well.
The two of you walk back to the kitchen together. She holds onto your arm.
Someone called last night looking for you.
Who? When?
She didn't. Hold on. Okay. Sorry.
What was that?
She didn't say. She called a minute after you left, hoping to catch you.
Did she leave a message?
She said she would when she hung up. There wasn't a very good connection.
Huh. If it's important, she'll call back. You don't feel up to making breakfast, and Capilla doesn't seem to be eating much, so you pour 2 bowls of sugary cereal.
I'm glad you're home.
Me too.
Can't I skip school? I want to hang out with you.
You're tempted, but she needs to go to class. That's what kids do, right? Just like you have to work. I don't think so. Not today, sweetie. I need sleep anyway.
Go ahead. I just want to be around you.
Staring at me while I sleep? Sounds creepy. You wink and you both laugh, and just like that, whatever has been haunting you lifts and the memory of the awful night fades away. Tell you what, you can stay home if you tidy your room. It's getting to be a mess, and I'm done cleaning up after people.
No deal.
You smirk. Thought so.
So bring me any souvenirs?
She asks as she ties her shoes. I did find a couple of things lying around. An image of a large bloody puddle pops in your mind. Your breakfast starts to come back up, but you swallow it down. It leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
Dad? What's wrong?
Tonight was a lot. I'll tell you about it later. Never. Here's your prize for being Daughter of the Month. You reach into your bag. If you have the gold ring, hand it to her. If you have Mr. Cupcake and want to hand it to her. What? If you have the water...
What did I miss?
Oh,
when do we
could
get
have
all
gotten
this?
Cupcake if we went to it, I guess. Yeah.
Well, I would not want to give her the cupcake. That would...
Take Mr. Cupcake home. That's gonna eat my daughter.
Alright, let's give the water pistol. Let's give the water pistol. She spins the water pistol around her fingers like a Wild West gunslinger and then points at your chest. Okay, Sega. What's your line?
Sorry, I was texting someone.
You're right. You're right.
You gotta ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
This was a
Which I do,
mistake.
in fact, feel lucky.
This was a mistake. Gimme. You reach out to take back this toy gun.
Oh, you want it?
Yes, let me have it.
Okay.
She squeezes the trigger and water squirts in your face. Her peals of laughter fill the kitchen. Thanks. You wipe the water from your face and watch her laughing.
You asked for it.
I sure did. She puts the water pistol. She starts to put the water pistol in her backpack. Nope. You say.
Oh, I wasn't gonna use it.
Then why bring it?
Don't worry about it. It makes me feel safer.
She says. It's just water.
The Wicked Witch of the West has been bullying me at school lately, and I really think this would help me manage that situation.
You are not going to murder the Wicked Witch of the West. Leave it here. It'll be waiting for you after school.
What a world.
She puts a toy on the coffee table.
What about you?
I'll be here too. She smiles.
Good.
She leaves and you head to bed. When you close your eyes, all you can see are the horrors of the night. Then you feel your damp hair and you laugh as you fall asleep. Remove water pistol from your inventory. Alright. Night 4. 2 or maybe 3 nights left. Okay. So, night 4 is where Phone Guy dies in FNaF 1, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah, the night
like
for
we hear the recording while we're in night mode, so we don't know when he actually.
Yeah, it could be pre-recorded, so it's pre-recorded, so.
Yeah.
Well, it's already been confirmed that this guy is Phone Guy, so okay. You know something is off as soon as you arrive for your shift tonight. Way off. It doesn't take a detective to figure that much out, because all the lights are on at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, like it's open for business. Only it's midnight, so maybe someone forgot to switch the lights off on the way back out, but it isn't as simple as that. Like the good watchman you are, you check the security cameras before you do anything else. And what you see is you're both baffled and anxious. The animatronics are more active than usual, especially for this hour. They're going to be having a party in the dining area. Freddy's up on stage singing his Clockwork Heart out while Bonnie and Chica are showing off their moves on the dance floor below. Bonnie is swinging his bass guitar around, and Chica is doing the chicken dance up down the aisle, knocking chairs over. Even Foxy is joining in, so you know this is big trouble. He's dancing on tables, crushing party hats and shredding tablecloths with his shiny metal feet. You cover your eyes. Now this is a nightmare. You don't know how you're going to clean this up, but you can't even think of janitorial duties until you've shut down the party. And how are you going to do that?
I just imagine Bonnie flossing, like into the picture.
Yeah, Bonnie flossing!
Bonnie's flossing.
You can't ask them nicely to stop.
We need Bonnie flossing again.
They'll come right after you. Maybe the animatronics should never switch over to the night mode. They don't know what to do without supervision of kids to entertain. You may be able to get them back on track if you turn off the lights, but you can't walk around switching lights off either. They'll come right after you. If only there's a way to turn all the lights off at once. Other than praying for a well-timed blackout to make it easy for you, your best bet is head to the breaker room and shut down the power to the entire restaurant. That should force the systems to reboot. But there's a big problem. The breaker room is behind the stage, on the other side of the dining area. And sneaking through there with all the lights without a light on, alarming Freddy, Chica, Bonnie, and Foxy would be a small miracle. If you succeed at that, you're definitely going to need to buy a lottery ticket in the morning. Head to the dining area, hope for the best. Pace around the office trying to think of another way. Nothing harms from pacing. Okay. You walk back and forth in the crypt security office. It may seem like a waste of energy to some people or an annoying habit, but pacing helps you feel your way out of a bad situation. You think best on your feet, and moving around actually feels like you're doing something, even if you aren't actually going anywhere. He's being attacked. The fast you got to him. No, I just had to yawn for a second. But tonight you feel more like a zoo animal trapped in a too small cage. The security office is the only safe place at the moment, but what happens when the animatronics decide to bring the party to you? You aren't good at parties, especially costume parties where you might end up stuffed in a suit filled with robot parts. You keep walking between the lockers in the back of the office and the desk in the front, where the TV shows the animatronics wrecking the dining area. You don't know how many times you looked at those lockers, but on your 10th or 11th trip, you notice something new behind the lockers. A ventilation opening near the floor. You drag the locker away from the wall, wincing at the sound of scraping metal. Has this vent always been here? You're excited. You can use these to sneak right past the dining area undetected if you can find your way. You crawl inside and immediately face a decision: left or right. Sega, you're our local gambling man. Left or right?
Let's go
All right.
gambling.
We went right on the first night, so obviously the left is the best choice.
Okay. Game over. Okay.
No.
Nope.
As soon as you should get on the left shaft, you start thinking against yourself. Maybe you should turn right to head to the northwest corner of the pizza place. You almost turn back, but figure all these passages must lead to the same place eventually. You don't handle confined spaces well, but these corridors are surprisingly roomy. Much bigger than they need to be. With the endless expanse of gray metal that shifts under your weight, you become sensitive to other clues of your whereabouts. One of the sections of the vents is sticky with grease and dust. You know you must be passing through the kitchen. You're on the right track. Up ahead there's another junction, left and right. Picturing the layout of the restaurant in your mind, you can't figure out what could be to the right. There shouldn't be anything there. At least no room or area you can access normally. Turning left would point you in the direction of the break room. Alright, no, we gotta investigate. We're going right.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
what could be back there?
It's gotta be the safe room, right? It's gotta be. It gets darker as you move along the right corridor.
But if it's... Oh yeah, safe room.
Less light from the restaurant seeping through the cracks in the vent opening. The route must be taking you farther from the break room, but your curiosity gets the better of you. Where are you going? Are you still even in the restaurant? Now it's basically pitch black and even more disorienting, but you push on. Finally, you reach a dead end. Literally, as you go around front of the path, your hand falls on something thin and dry, wrapped in threadbare fabric. It makes you think of a skeleton model from your high school biology classroom. This is a bone, you think. You drop it with a resounding thud, but you don't examine it any further. You don't want to know if it belongs to a human or why it's here. You feel somewhat relieved that you can't see anything. Only your imagination is vivid enough to provide its own interpretation of the scene. You turn around and make your way to the breaker room.
There's a skeleton in the vent.
Sans Undertale?
Maybe.
Yeah.
You can tell you're going the right way because you hear the music of crashing sounds from the dining area. The animatronics are going to wreck the restaurant if you don't put a stop to this and tidy up before morning. You pick up the pace, but moving faster and faster seems to make more noise. Because the metal shaft shake violently under your weight, the music in the dining area abruptly cuts and you freeze. Did they hear you? Maybe they simply wore themselves out. If they've been operational since the pizza was closed, they haven't had a chance to recharge on the stage yet. If that's the case, all you need is climb out of the vent system, shut off all lights, and somehow move the animatronics back up to the charge platform. Could it really be that easy?
Yeah, totally.
If we have to move or exit, I say we just move on.
Yeah, keep moving.
You stick to the plan. Sometimes the animatronics are more dangerous when you can't hear them. And just because the music stopped doesn't mean they have. You keep moving forward. You should be in the brick room any minute now. Your knees hurt from crawling on them, and your hands are caked with grime. You have to brush cobwebs and tiny spiders from your hair and neck. You're going to take a long hot shower when you get home. You reach to the corridor, branching out to your right sooner than expected. Does this go to the break room or somewhere else? Let's listen for clues to where we are. That seems like the best thing. The silence makes you nervous. You don't want to move for fear of making too much noise or being detected by the animatronics. And with the music playing in the dining area, it's hard to orient yourself in the vents. So you wait and you listen. The only sounds you can hear are those of your own heartbeat pounding in your ears and the shallow breathings you can find in space. But waiting pays off. The music in the dining area resumes, and it seems to be coming from the corridor on the right. The music should muffle the sound of your movements in the vents, but there's a good chance all four animatronics are still partying together in the dining area. You push on to get a look ahead, and there it is, the breaker room. A grate covering the vent, but you can see the power panel on the wall agonizingly out of reach. You're about to kick it at the cover to pop it off when the music abruptly stops again. You listen, but footsteps echo in the vent from all over the restaurant. The animatronics could be anywhere and everywhere. You have to shut off the lights and fast. Okay. We can't, okay. I feel like it's safer just to wait and hope for more music.
Yeah.
Yep. You hold out a little longer in hopes the music will resume. Your patience is rewarded when a new song begins. Not the dance music from the dining area, but Freddy Fazbear's music box rendition of a classical piece closer than the dining area and coming closer still. You fight the urge to hide inside the vent, not just to get animatronic to sneak up behind you while you're preoccupied worrying about Freddy. Freddy is some distance off, so you kick at the metal vent cover until it finally pops free and clatters to the floor. The music is louder now, and the tune is almost over. You don't want to find out what happens when it ends. Crawl into the breaker room. Alright, this room is unfriendly to human life. Exposed power conduits run along the ceiling and the power cables. and wires dangle down from the walls and buzz from the ceiling. You don't want to touch any of them. The air buzzes around you with electricity. It's at least 20 degrees warmer in here than anywhere else in the restaurant. A perfect 72 degrees. It'd be really easy to start a fire in here, you think. No one would even question it. Sweat drips down your forehead and back as you study the power control panel. There are 5 round buttons, like elevator buttons, faintly glowing green. Green is good. That means they're on. You should be able to push them, turn off the power in each of the area of the restaurant. But you don't know whether or not to press them in a certain order or risk shorting out the entire system. All your life you've gotten used to not pushing buttons, especially when you don't know what they do. But it seems like that's your official job lately. Well, this is what you came here to do, so you better do something. Okay, what do we want to do?
Let's take a gamble.
Yeah. Let's push all of them at the same time.
Oh,
Oh, hell yeah.
This is what I get for taking your ideas. But the close you push them at the same time. This would be some kind of fail-safe. But because there's no reason someone would do that by accident, but it'd be easy to push all buttons at one time. Push your left thumb against the first button and spread your fingertips of your right hand over the remaining 4 buttons. You feel something tickle, like a tingle or tickle your hands. The buttons hum as you touch. The hair on your head lifts away as if charged with static. Here it goes, you say. You push all 5 buttons simultaneously and the panel spark.
Oh no.
The button flashes and starts to scald your skin, but you can't pull your hand away. Your muscles are locked in as 1.2 gigawatts of power pump through you, and your hands are completing a big electrical circuit. You smell like
Did they say your hands locked in?
You smell something like cooking bacon and burnt hair. Then it's lights out for you. Alright. Let's try this again.
So let's not push them all at once. That might be a better chance of us surviving by chance.
Move forward in the vent. Listen to clues where you are. Wait for more music. Crawl into the breaker room. Alright. Left to right. Let's do left to right. Okay, let's not overthink this, you think? Maybe you should overthink it? This place has been making you question almost everything and second guessing yourself at almost every step. But this was something you need to follow your instincts and your common sense. It's why they hired you, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yeah, totally.
In all your years with Fazbear Entertainment, they haven't exactly had people lining up to fill positions. It's been harder and harder to hire new staff thanks to negative news and coverage of a few isolated incidents. You were so proud when they hired you for security, but what if you're the only candidate? Well, you've proven your value time and time again. Today is no different. You're going to leave Freddy's with a spotless record and a glowing recommendation. So you'll have to pick your opportunities. A job that will give you more time to spend with Capellia. And a lower chance of suffering serious harm, disability, or death on the job. You quickly press the buttons and panel in sequence. They glow crimson, and the soft hum indicates power shutting off across the restaurants. Then, one by one, the buttons turn green, and the system resets. You quietly open the door to peek into the dining area. The main lights are now out. Okay. Do we want to go back to the vents, or do we want to go through the...
I would take the vents again. I would not just walk through the dining area.
Yeah.
Well, the dining area could just be safe now.
Back to the security office, but strange enough, if you're more comfortable in the ventilation shaft, it's the only way to travel. The trip doesn't take you long as you thought it would, since you know the way now. Once you thought that you heard something scraping, clanking, and thumping in the vents, but it was pretty far away near Pirate's Cove. It's almost like Sam Foxy, you call it softly, where you doubt he heard you or listened if he did. For some reason, he does not come after you. We call to the vent space, the security office. You see that the clock is 5:57 a.m. It's close to quitting time. So, in 6 hours, we paced around our office, crawled through a vent, pressed a few buttons, and crawled through a vent again.
That took 6 hours?
Apparently.
Jeez.
When you get home, you head straight for your daughter's room, but she isn't there. Shaking with fear, you call out for her sister's house. Capellia! Capellia!
Oh.
You're here.
In here.
Her voice is muffled, but it sounds like it's coming from your bedroom. You rush upstairs and find her sitting in your messy bed in pajamas. Pell! You rush to her side and grab her in a tight embrace.
Ow. What's wrong?
I was worried when you weren't in your room. What are you doing here? She yawns.
I miss you, Daddy.
I missed you too, kiddo. Any reason?
Because you weren't here, duh.
You roll your eyes and lie next to her, stare up at the ceiling while she snuggles against you. This is nice, you think. Capellia used to do this all the time when she was little, But you know these days are numbered. Eventually, probably sooner than you'd like, she won't even want to talk to you. You miss all the sleepless nights with her tossing and turning, sticking her feet in your face, lying on your arm till it's numb. So you better enjoy it while you can. The next thing you know, Capella is kissing you goodbye on the cheek. She's dressed for school and holding a Pop-Tart in one hand and her backpack in the other. I'm leaving, she says. Daddy, can you...
Hey!
Oh, sorry.
I'm leaving. Okay, I guess you won't say she says.
She says.
She says. Daddy, can you stay home from work tonight?
I can't, you mumble, already falling back asleep. Just one last night.
Just one more night at Freddy's.
One more night at Freddy's. Is this where you want to be? No. No, it's not. Alright. Night 5, 12 a.m. You start your last shift ever at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza with mixed emotions. This has been a killer week. But you handled everything well, and the events of the last 4 nights reminded you that you were still very good at your job. The animatronics choir, no, they deserve caretakers who appreciate and understand them, and you've always been that.
I love you, Freddy Fazbear. Mwah.
Freddy Fazbear.
Last assignment, give Freddy Fazbear a big old kiss on the lips. Kiss him! Kiss him real good! Kiss him real good. And yet you can certainly do it without the high stress anxiety that you might not survive until morning. Your daughter needs someone to take care of her too. The night watchman can always be replaced, but she only has one dad. Okay, technically fathers can be replaced, but there's definitely only one Capella, and you'd like to be in her life as she grows up. That's all this is for, so you can get a job with a lower mortality rate and a better work-life balance. For some reason, you have a hard time remembering each night after you go home, until you come back at work the next day. Like it says your employee handbook, what happens at Freddy's, stay at Freddy's. You're giving Freddy
That's a bad handbook.
What?
That's a pretty bad handbook. What happens at Freddy stays at Freddy's? That's pretty suspicious.
Unless it's giving Freddy a big old kiss on the lips, a big old Freddy fast smooch. Okay, unless there's major coverage in the papers and nightly news. One of the drawbacks of working late shift are there are no coworkers to see you off at your last night. You always thought if you left the job, the company would throw you a big going-away party celebrating your many years of service. Then again, consider what happened at Freddy Fazbear's pizza parties. You're probably better off not drawing too much attention to yourself. As sweet as it would be to hear Freddy sing for He's a Jolly Good Fellow to you. Actually, it turns out the restaurant didn't even open today. You don't know why. Maybe because the dining area is such a mess. You think guiltily. That doesn't affect your shift, though. Except who knows what all the animatronics have been up to on the day on their own. Which reminds you of the job you have to do. There's no time to fall asleep at the wheel. You have to kiss Freddy. You switch on the monitor to check out the show stage. Your seat isn't even warm yet before you jump from it in surprise. The stage is empty. It's just after midnight. The animatronics are way ahead of schedule. They could be restless after being alone all day. Hopefully they aren't at their party last night being interrupted. They might be out seeking revenge.
Oh.
Okay.
Freddy's just like, how dare you smooch me?
How dare you?
Or they could be angry that you're leaving. You've been part of the Fazbear family for so long. Perhaps they don't want you to go. Or maybe they don't want you to get away. You laugh off the ridiculous notions as you punch buttons to check each camera. You've definitely been working here too long if you think the animatronics have a vendetta. They only respond to external stimuli according to their programming, like recharging when the lights go out, or restoring, wandering and exoskeletons in their suits where they belong. You find the animatronics immediately. Bonnie's at the far end of the west hallway, heading to the security office. Freddy's in the dining area, making his way down the aisle to the security office. Foxy's the hallway. Foxy's halfway through the curtains on Maris Cove, probably on his way to the security office. Who told them to leave?
You got a psychic.
How do they know? I'm sorry. You swallow your panic and keep checking. Chica, where's Chica? The camera's dark as usual, but you don't hear anyone in there. Chica could be anywhere. You glance the door open to your right. She could be anywhere. Okay, we know Bonnie's at the end of the hallway, right? That's what it said. Far end of the hallway. Let's listen to the right door. Oh wait, we closed the door.
Close the right door.
Okay. In the pit of your stomach, you feel certain Chica's about to breach the security office. Breach? Security? So you shut the door on the right.
Security breach?
Just in time. Someone bangs on the reinforced steel on the other side. 'Tis some visitor, you mutter. Tapping on my chamber door. Only this and nothing more. You flip the hall light and see the distinctive shape of Chica. She keeps patting on the door and shrieks. Quoth the Chica, nevermore, you laugh shakily. You often crack jokes when you're nervous, but this close call has got your pulse going. At least you know where all the animatronics are now, or where they were a few minutes ago. A lot could have changed already. Last you checked, Bonnie was on his way down the west hallway. to mess up your night, but if you don't hear him now, he could still lurking nearby, or maybe he lost interest in you. We gotta close the left door. He's
Close the left door.
Yeah.
Bonnie's probably there.
You leap towards the button beside the left door and slam your palm against it hard, as if the force will close faster. As soon as the barricade falls into place, you hear a frustrated scream and heavy fist against metal. Yep, the door shakes in its frame and vibrates with each impact, but it holds. You got the nick of time, but the movements in the corner of your eye make you think you still weren't quick enough. Bonnie Fates appears in the vent. Wait, what?
What?
Oh, it was Freddy! Freddy was out there. He tilts his head from side to side with you. You're surrounded. No way out, and you have little hope to survive until morning. Try closing the vent. If you have a flashlight, you may use it. Will flashing Bonnie work?
Maybe.
Me? I don't know.
Well, we'll get...
Does it hurt
Does
to
he have
try?
eye issues?
Oh, okay. You pull your flashlight and hold it in front of you with both hands. You press the button and turn it on. A bright beam of white light cuts through the darkness. You shine directly in Bonnie's face. He flinches and pulls back. His eyes blink one at a time. Left and then right. Left and then right. It's
Your
creepy.
money.
The servers whir and his jaw stutters open and closes, but he can't seem to move. He switches off the flashlight and his eyes roll a few times before he recovers. He opens his mouth and screams. His cries cut off and you turn the flashlight back on again. He makes a horrible gasping sound that repeats over and over again like a stuck record. Okay, you breathe. Your head shakes a bit more as the beam wavers, but you hold it to Bonnie's eye. The light may be causing an overload in his photoreceptors. The animatronics are all programmed to respond to the light levels, so they're in performance mode during the day, when the fluorescent lights are on the restaurant. When it's dark, they recharge and roam. The bright light is confusing Bonnie. He doesn't know what to do next, but for how long? You hold the light and check the clock. You have to make it till morning. The light flickers and dims until you whack the side with a palm. You wish you installed fresh batteries. Wait out till the end of your shift. Was that it? You can hardly believe with the clock security monitor clicks over to 6 a.m. You survived your fifth and final night at Freddy's. That was too easy.
Wait a minute.
You're truly in. But then, making all the right decisions along the way, you survived one of the toughest challenges of your life. You open the security measure with apprehension, worrying that even now there's a twist or so something is pulling a prank on you. The doors are pretty beat up. You walk slowly through Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, taking it all in for the last time. The place is a little messy, but this isn't your problem anymore. Not my circus, not my animatronics, you say. You take a moment to look at Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica on stage. You can't help but feel bittersweet about leaving. Sure, they tried to kill you, and they give you nightmares for the rest of your life, but they probably had their reason for it. They've probably been through a lot themselves. No hard feelings.
Yeah.
You jump as the animatronics whir and run through their end of performance sequence, taking a bow, saying goodbye. You back up. You're not supposed to be doing that. Freddy turns his head to look at you. It's time to go.
Maybe.
As you run through the door, you take your first steps to an uncertain future. You think you should feel lighter. You made it. You never have to come back here again. But something's still weighing on you. You feel like you might have some unfinished business here. You don't like to leave a job undone, but deep inside you feel like you're abandoning your post. No one understands or cares about the animatronic more than you do. What will happen to them when they're not there to look after them? What will they be able to get away with? You still don't have another job lined up, even with Fazbear's famously most modest wage increase year after year. Or famously modest wage increase. You still make more than minimum wage. What kind of work are you going to find out there? Coppelli is depending on you to keep a roof over your head, food on the table, and to keep the monsters away, both real and imaginative. You wonder if you're truly done with these animatronics, and if they're truly done with you. You have a sense that Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica, and Foxy can carry a grudge for a long time. But what could they hold against you? The worst thing I've done is lived, you say. That might be enough. You can think about it later. Right now, you can't wait to get home to your daughter, and you're looking forward to getting a good night's sleep. The end.
Question mark.
All right.
So he didn't record any of the audio.
Well, yeah, it said he did, like back on night 1. So.
But then how could he die?
I don't know. So, we know from the table of contents there's a night 6. So the thing is, does anyone here know how to get to night 6?
Probably by
I
getting the-
don't exactly know how to get there, but you need to do like a specific storyline to get there.
Okay.
Maybe it has
So
to
you-
do with like the bonus item.
Do you think I could get it done within 45 minutes?
I don't know. Unless you know the exact things you need to do, I don't know, and I don't think so.
Alright. In that case, since I have class in 45 minutes, and I don't want to miss it for obvious reasons, I'm thinking I'm going to end stream there for today. But we will be back. We will be continuing this. And yeah, thank you everybody for joining us. We're gonna be doing this. We're gonna be trying to get night 6 to get the good ending.
I mean, I had a great time.
Maybe next time. Yeah, I had a fun time. That was awesome. I had a lot of fun. Thank you for putting up with my bad reading. Actually, I'm gonna.
Oh, trust me, if I read, it'd be much worse.
I'm gonna move on over to here real quick. I don't need to move you all around. But thank you everyone for hanging out. I might try this again on Thursday. I think it could be fun. Same around time, and it would just be another kind of like audiobook kind of stream. Which this has been a lot of fun. I can't wait to do the other ones, when they come out. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I currently have. Next time we're gonna be trying to get the good ending and see if there's any other endings to get. But I'd probably be okay with a bit more guidance from chat.
Yeah, we could have like a chat route.
Yeah, like a chat round.
I'll try to maybe do some research next time because I know there's like way more things with this book, but like you have to know what to do to get there.
And this was like my blind read through. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. While I'm on the stream, I'm just gonna quickly see if I can fix the chat box because it's for some reason not appearing. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. This is a great book, and I can't wait to do the other books when they come out. Do you guys know when they come out?
I think Return to the Pit is in December somewhere, and I know Return to the Pizza. Return to the Pizza like somewhere like beginning 2025.
Okay.
Escape from the Pizza.
Return. I thought it was Return to the Pit.
Yeah, next is Return to the Pit. From the Pizzaplex is not until May, so it's gonna take a while.
Okay. Pre-order. Okay, yeah, there's definitely pre-order. Let's see here.
I definitely had a fun time.
Oh, publishing December 24th, 2024.
Yeah, December 24th.
A pre-Christmas. Should I do a stream on 24th, the day before Christmas?
Hmm.
I
mean,
just saying. If you guys remember what I did last year, I've been thinking about doing the same thing again. Maybe. So that could be the last stream of that, if you know what I'm if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching the stream. I had a lot of fun. It was awesome to see so many people in chat. We're gonna be seeing you guys next time. That was too easy after 207 deaths. Well, night 5 was stupid easy. But yeah. Or maybe it's just because I was smart about it. I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this stream, and we're gonna see you guys next time. Bye bye.
Maybe the true 5 nights were the friends we made along the way.
Just say bye, Sega.
Bye.
Bye.